Whoa. 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 It's the illusion reporting from somewhere on spaceship Earth. What's going on? I don't know what's going on, man. We're gonna try shake the tree and see what falls out, dude. I don't know what's going on at all. Which I think's on one level super frustrating, but it's gonna have to be okay. It's just gonna have to be okay, I guess. What's going on, Dan Z? Luna Jane Parker, Carooster. 12th birthday to the Carooster's pup. That's it's like 84 in dog years, isn't it? I think. Is that 84? 84 in dog years. They still do that? They still do dog years? Are we still doing that? I think that's old science, man. Old science. Dog years, dude. What's going on, Hobo Pro? Yeah, dude, it's we got a big I think we have a storm heading our way. Not tomorrow, but the next day. Which is nice. A little bit of rain. Batten down the hatches, I think. See if we're ready. I don't think I am. Now that I'm thinking about it. Lots of Northern Lights activity on the East Coast. There you go. There's your go out. If you're on the East Coast, go outside. Northern Lights activity. The breakdown. It's the breakdown of our electromagnetic shield. It's the end. Oh no. That's the sunspot. Carrington event incoming, dude. Carrington event incoming. We're due. Had some walking in the woods tonight. Pretty sketchy. All right. The king. Yo, my dude. Says the king. The king is here. Someone had someone walking. Oh, you had someone walking in your woods tonight. Pretty sketchy. Yeah. The thing, you need to become the prowler yourself, dude. Have you done a take on Nick Fuentes? I have talked about Nick Fuentes months ago. I told everybody to watch out. Here incoming. Nick Fuentes incoming. I spotted this one 3-4 months ago. I did comment about it very heavily yet. In the sense of he was coming in, dude. My take on him is I think they're gonna try to do the controlled implosion, if you will. I mean, if getting rid of Ben Shapiro is the fallout of a Nick Fuentes, I'm all for it. If we can get rid of the rhinos and all the lamos, all right, I can handle that. Nick doesn't bug me. I find him to be somewhat entertaining, dude. Do you think aliens are just humans? The aliens things, the aliens things to me is nonsensical. I don't think anything. I think it's my take on the aliens has not always, but in the last 8 years, is one that it's another distraction to get you out of your temporary existence, because it's super hard to be here in your temporary existence. This is just, life is difficult, man. I don't know. Today I woke up super, super just like, I don't want to say depressed. I just want to say not interested. More likely not interested in the human experience, dude. Although I did kind of rally through it and got to the other side. Progressive Jeff, enjoy the stream. Keep it going. Thank you, Progressive Jeff. Thanks for tipping your talker, dude. It's greatly appreciated. Join, subscribe, become a member, tip your talker, buy a t-shirt, all that good stuff. No, but my take on any of that sort of stuff is it's all a distraction. There doesn't need to be any more extraterrestrial being than in my own mind. Like I do think that most of these things have to do with our own perception of reality, right? I think that thinking about aliens removes you from the ability of being an interdimensional time traveler. I think you're giving it to them versus you're the interdimensional time traveler. So do I think that it's humans from the future? Nah. I don't think that, in the sense of I mean, unless it's, like I don't sense that. I don't sense it's people from the past. I do think there is definitely demonic presence here. And I would say that that's dimensional energies on the other side of this three-dimensional 5 sense reality, dude. You know what I mean? Take it to 11. All right, orangutan. We're getting there, dude. So yeah. Do you listen to the telepathy tapes podcast? No. At a sober house. I'm gonna board here. Right on. Glad you're sober, Slater. That's rad, dude. I know you struggled, brother. I'm super fired up for you, dude. Good for you. Thanks for listening to my audio edit of you. Dude, that was rad. Progressive Jeff did put a did clip one of my things and made an audio file edit, which is pretty rad. It's over there on Spotify. What's the word of this? So what's the word with the sewing machine? I just been tinkering around a little bit, dude. I haven't really gotten too serious with it lately. It's there. Like I actually got it all threaded. I am trying to figure out all the different settings. I kind sewing machines are one of those things when thank you, Slater. This is a new one. My old one burned up in the fire that I had dialed. My friend Melissa sent me this after the fire. It was her mom's sewing machine, but it's a quilting. So it has all these extra functions, dude. And so I've been slowly trying to figure it out. Like I can go straight, but I kind of want to get some of the other stitches dialed, dude. No, none of my settings depend upon my foot pedal. This one's pretty advanced. It's got this is this stitch length right here, and then you've got needle positions, and then you've got this. You have this sets the different stitches, and then over there sets the width or something. No, the pedal on this thing is just a pedal. There's no. It's you know how it is. It's just getting used to where all the knobs go, which is one of my my skill sets that I'm a little off, dude. Now the foot switches out and you can do different designs. You have a special foot for zippers. No, I have a special foot. Oh, you mean the foot? Yeah, no, I have a special foot for zippers and stuff. I have I have a box. I have so many extra stuff, dude. Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about there, Cruiser. No, I have all sorts of different needles. No, I mean foots and various doodads, dude. That's what I'm trying to dial in, is just, it's more just me trying to get the knobs figured out, dude. Because I was doing that one, the straight with the I'm trying to get the corner one figured out, dude, for the hems. Thank you, Love Wizard. Appreciate it. Lost my job a month ago. Finally decided full-time art again, and now I'm making even more money living, working on purpose. Yeah, dude, good for you, Love Wizard. I love hearing that. In fact, I need that. No, I'm working on it, Cruz. You know, it's one of those things, like with every other tool. Like, part of my problem is I spread myself too thin. So like I need to actually just sit and dedicate some time. So I have my little, where is it? I have my little sample. I have a little sample piece I've been working, because each people may or may not know, but depending on the fabric, it changes stuff too. Like trying to sew on t-shirt versus denim is a totally different tension setting. I'm not good with the tension. So I got to get that going, dude. Love to you. Best of everything. Have a good night. You too, Claude Chopin. Oh, dude, I was just about to get into the aliens thing with you, dude. Or lack thereof. Be the alien you hope to meet, dude. How about that? How about just be the alien you hope to meet? We can make canvas great again, dude. We can make dungarees denim again, dude. letting the brothers you're live on air, dude. Sup? What's going on, Robert? Bueno Media. Make aliens great again. Yeah. I don't know. It was funny. I was listening to something the other day about it, and I was thinking about, because I used to be all up in the whole extraterrestrial thing, dude. The Whitley Schreiber, and then who was the I forget all the players, dude. But I used to be all up in there about that stuff. I personally have decided that it is about as relevant to my reality as the flat earth round earth thing is. It's just it's fun to noodle around in there and play and do all the things, but at the end of the day, dude, it can't get my accountant to do her freaking job, dude. I got to tell you, dude, that this thing with my accountant is still ongoing, dude. It's so crazy, dude. I can't even deal with it, dude. It's so screwed me with the IRS, the whole thing. But like, whatever, I guess it'll all work out in the long run, dude. But yeah, dude, like the thought about the alien will definitely get you not to think about your present day reality, right? Like, that's the thing is I think most of the rabbit hole stuff is put in place to get you not to focus on transcending your own personal dilemma, dude. One of my other favorite YouTube preachers talkers speaks a lot about trying to understand all the crazy shit can be the endless thought trap. The endless thought trap, it's the real deal. And I get why people want the endless thought trap, is because sitting here in like in your daily life can be very difficult and off-putting, and trying to balance it and deal with your own mental state of being and your own spiritual state of being, and then dealing with everybody else's mental, spiritual, and emotional state of being, and then just trying to pay your bills and keep the thing going. It's like, yeah, let's talk about aliens, dude. You know what I mean? Like, let's get out of this, dude, for a minute, dude. Flat Earth will change it. The flat Earth will change everything. Yeah, dude, totally, dude. The 5,000. Oh yeah, 5,000 in shoebox. I could sure use that shoebox right now. If I could only be an alien and go back to time in time to get it right. Escapism, it's at its finest, dude. How many push-ups can you do? Chicken still laying. The push-ups, dude. I don't know how, I try to do my 100 a day, broken up at various places, dude. I've been pretty consistent on it. I try to do super slow psycho ones. That's my new thing, is just to go as slow motion as possible to just really grind my gears, dude. uh Helping people does get you out of your head, kind of reciprocal. No, that's why I was like sitting here. I was in my head and I was like, I got to do a live stream and get out of my head, dude. Get out of my head. Get out of my head, dude. And no, dude. Like one day when this whole thing with my accountant is resolved and she finally files my taxes, dude, I'm gonna like read the text and the emails so you can see what I've been dealing with, dude. Like as of 11 o'clock this morning, just finished a meeting, picking it up to finalize, dude. She was at 11 o'clock this morning. She was finalizing my taxes. Yeah, dude, it's on Friday, dude. She was gonna finish it on Friday, dude. I checked in on Monday. East It's psychotic, dude. What's going on? It's one of those things like for me, I don't really I don't think so, Carooster, dude. It's so crazy what's going on with my accountant, dude. I don't. And it's so like I'm so past like it being like I'm already so screwed. I'm just like, come on, can you just like finish it up, dude? Can we before I fire you, dude? Like because the weird thing is yeah, see, we could talk about aliens, dude, but let's talk about the fact that I've been calling around to pretty serious people I know that are business oriented, going, hey man, like, who's your accountant? I need an accountant. Every single one of them says my accountant sucks. They're a total pain in the ass. They file at the last minute. I got constant problems with it. I have not called one person who's been like, oh, dude, I got the best accountant ever, dude. They're so rad, dude. They file my stuff early, dude. They dial you in. Every one of them's been like, I'm gonna fire my accountant. They suck, dude. It's like I was saying, I was joking with my buddy who owns the solar company, and he was like, because he was like, dude, like, I just had to fire my accountant. She filed late. I'm like, dude, are you really, dude? And he was like, I was like, we should go to school and take accounting classes and become accountants. And our whole thing was we'll file early. We'll be on time. It'll be apparently like a winning model because nobody's on time, dude. And you can go to the cookie cutters, but they don't really like do the thing you need them to do. Because you do realize that the tax thing at a certain point is a little bit of hocus pocus. You need someone who is a total My grandfather is a CPA. Talk about an alcoholic. Exactly, dude. What is up with the accountants? I thought it's funny, man. So yeah, no, they're in my world, there's no bigger alien than my accountant right now, dude. There's no bigger distracting, demonic, flat earth, global moon landing con job going than my accountant right now, dude. Dude, I just want to get to the other side. And if my accountant is listening, dude, it's all meant with love. It's all it's all meant with love, man. It's not a dig, dude. I just want to give the man their money so they leave me alone, dude. I don't I'm not this is not the hill I want to die on, dude. Let's pay them, dude. Let's just pay these fools. let's just pay them, dude, and move on. I'm not the droid you're looking for, dude. I was talking to my buddy the other day. I got a call from it was funny. I've been talking a lot about the butthole surfers and the 90s and listening to pee out on acid on a lot. And I'm out of the blue. One of my buddies from that time who I used to do that with called me up. I'm like, dude, I'm trippy. You called, man. I've been listening to the butthole. So he's like, oh, bro, dude, with it back then. Yeah, dude, next level, dude. And I was like, yeah, dude. And he's like, we're like the same age. It's got kids, the whole thing. He's like, what's up with everybody? Dude? I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, why is everybody like blowing it right now? And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, everybody I know, dude, is like failing on a whole like level, dude. Like, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't get it either. And I go, you know what it is? It's conformity kills, dude. Don't be a conformist, bro. It's not the way to go. I go, you gotta suffer out here to be a freak, dude. But I'd rather suffer as a freak than conform and be miserable. So I don't know, dude. And but yeah, so I was talking to my buddy the other day, and we were talking about just the thing, and he was talking about a friend of his who's like got busted for like embezzling and scamming and I was like, yeah, dude, like I don't get it, man. I don't and my buddy's like a truther guy too, but he's like a left-wing truther. He's like a lefty truther. And we were talking about his friend and the thing, and I was like, yeah, I don't care. Like the IRS doesn't bother me. And he's like, yeah, man, me neither. And I go, I just pay them, dude. And he's like, yeah, dude. I go, I ain't the droid they're looking for. He's like, I know. And I go, dude, just let them like drive on down the street to the dudes with the Gadsden flags and the woke rainbows, dude. Like let those dudes fight it out with the IRS. Me, I'm good, dude. Just here, dude. Bye. So I'm sitting here with my accountant and like I'm like, dude, like I'm a file your taxes kind of guy, dude. That's how I let my freak flag fly, is I don't want them to notice me. So now I'm on blast and it's really bothering me. I have to say I've been sort of out of sorts a little bit with my own personal, just you know how it is. It's just when you put out one fire, there's a new fire coming in around the corner, dude. So yeah, not exactly the person you want to hang out with lately. Been super prickly about the whole thing, because I wake up and I'm like, all right, dude, like am I like, when do I start texting my accountant? Do I wait till 9:00, or do I start it at 7? And I go, oh, you got to wait till 9:00. And then I go, well, at 9:00, dude, if my accountant hasn't like sent me the files, like I know it's not ready. So why am I going to, like at this point, like I'm like held hostage to this thing, dude. It's Director of the Federal Bureau of Internal Revenue, J. Edgar Hoover, dude. Revelations 22:11. Let the vile be vile, let the injustice be unjust. Yeah, I get that, man. No, man, I ain't tripping like that, dude. But it is one of those things that it's like the splinter in the back of your mind. Oh, you just want to get it out, dude. It's like a splinter. You're just want to either get it out or have it hurry up and get infected. So time to shut up and act accordingly. I don't know what that means, but I don't know what all that means, but we're just hanging out doing our thing, man. I ain't tripping about none of that stuff, dude. Yeah, well, God also didn't make you a doormat either, dude. So I do know you are required to show up, dude. You are required to take the next indicated action, man. And but that's where yeah, forgiveness is part of it too. Yeah. That's the part of the fight that is ours, man. That is the part of the fight that is ours, is the forgiveness. Every philosophy has a countering philosophy. Yeah, well, that's the binary, right? That's the action. Every there's always an equal and opposite reaction, man, to everything. So that's part of the thing. Back to so should we circle back to like the opening question was about yeah, I don't know about the AI thing, dude. It's another distraction. It's all a distraction at this point, dude. I don't know. I don't know what Joe Rogan loves, doesn't love, dude. Um, oh, it's bedtime and Progressive Jeff, it's bedtime up in Canada. Yeah, you guys are dark up there. I will tell you on the I had the daylight savings thing jacked me up this year. It's super annoying. I don't dig it, dude. Remember, you're the leader of your own reality. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you for that reminder, dude. You're the leader of your own reality. That is true, dude. Better write that down, dude. Write that down, dude. Just try not to lead yourself off the cliff, dude. Yeah, dude. Don't don't be the lemming you're following, dude. The earth is flat. Okay, dude. Sure. Whatever. Oh no, dude. We got a flat earther here. You gonna do the ridiculous thing. Yeah, dude. The flatties, dude. Eh. Insufferable. The only cool flatty is that dude that I had on here, dude. That guy's at least like cool about it. Like if you're trying to promote something, you got to at least be cool about it, dude. Unless you're trying to promote bullets, dude. I don't know. I don't subscribe to it's the realm to me, dude. I watched this thing the other day. It was all about how if you look at the Maria on the moon, that it can extrapolate out to look like the continents, and that the moon's like just a reflection of the greater realm down below with the ice wall surrounding it, dude. See, I like the ice wall. I'm way more into the ice. I'm more into the ice wall than the flat earth thing, dude. I will take Antiquitech for 200, dude. I'm an antiquitech guy, dude. I don't care about the flat earth, globe earth thing. I think that is not where you're gonna get any juice, dude. I'm all about the star forts and the antiquitech. That's what's got me curious, dude. Owl's killing it, dude. A little drummer, dude. Little drummer boy, dude. And playing in his band. I think they got a bassist now, dude. Yeah, dude. Don't the flat earthers, dude. Don't be a globe head either, dude. Or a globe trotter. Unless who are this team the Globetrotters always played? No, I've been trying to go out in the middle of the night and look at the stars a bunch more, man. I find them fascinating, whatever they are. Whatever those are, dude. I've been seeing a lot of glitches in the Matrix too, man, lately. In a certain, you know what I've been really tripping out about, and it's this thing is how there seems to be nobody out in the wildlands anymore. Like when we go out and we get out into the dirt roads, into the public lands, it's like that. It's like the human game players switch off. They stop sending in human game players or NPCs or whatever you want to call them. I have noticed that like really pretty heavily the last couple years, but now it's like a real weird thing where I'm like there's just nobody out there. It's like they don't have any. It's like the all the data processing centers have absorbed up all the NPCs they used to send out into the public lands, dude. Yeah, but the thing is that you used to there used to be people all over in the public lands once upon a time, dude. I'm convinced that they are that the data centers have sucked up those holograms and those holograms because there's way more wildlife, dude. We went up into the we were up in the mountains the other day doing firewood collecting, dude, right? Nobody around, but the amount of wildlife has like exploded, dude. Like there were just eagles and all over, dude. Like not eagles, but hawks and yeah, eagles and stuff. No, hawks. I don't know. I'm not an ornithologist, so I don't really know, dude. But like all sorts of birds of prey, dude. We came upon like this huge bunch of turkeys, dude. A gobble of yeah. So what I'm getting at is it's like now that the human the all the data centers are sucking up all the human holographic energy. It seems like the wildlife's kind of on blast, man. Like a lot of birds out there, dude. You know what I mean? The hawks swooping down on Seppos, dude. You know, Seppos, man. They are quite. The people stay on their phones. The woods are too scary. Yeah, I think it is like a whole like that. That's what I'm trying to say. Is like right. The data centers have sucked them in, dude. Right? You're kind of aligning with what I'm saying, but in a totally like different perspective, dude. Yeah, okay. We're on the same page. So the data centers have sucked in all the people, dude. I like it, dude. I've been living upstate New York for the past 6 years, and after being a journalist in Washington, D.C., dude. All right, dude. You escaped. Good for you, man. Data centers themselves are kind of like an effort to our human like kind of like an affront to our human existence. The data center thing is super interesting, dude. I do think that everybody's has their attention misdirected with the digital ID and the global ID and crypto coins and the thing is, I think that the data centers, if you look at what they're really about, is they're trying to steal all the energy, dude, and waste it. Like, right, entropy, right? You can neither destroy nor create energy, right? Like first rule of thermodynamics. But entropy like says that energy will go from will dissipate, right? It'll come into a less let me just get the let me make sure I got my definition clear. I know what it is in my mind, but okay. Wait, dude, just a second. It's the decline into disorder, right? Because energy can neither be created nor destroyed. So what I think the data processing centers are disguised as the stupid AI bullshit, but I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to take ordered energy and deorganize it, dude, and just send it into the thing in the form of like heat, dude, right? And yeah, into chaos, dude. I think that that's what's really going on. I don't think that the digital ID and all that stuff's really the threat. What I think is the threat is they're trying to like take all the ordered energy and deorganize it and dissipate it into the cosmos, dude. It's my thing, dude. I think that that's their plan, because the whole data processing center thing is the Achilles heel to our society, dude. It is definitely not the digital ID or the Republicans or the Democrats. It is the data processing centers that don't actually serve a purpose, dude. And everyone's like, oh, dude, like they can create like all this art and this dumb music and write your term papers and all that stuff. I go, yeah, that's the window dressing. That's the sideshow freak of it all. But at the end of the day, I think it's just about burning up as much of our resources as possible, right? Because all the data center are just using all the electricity, and all the electricity is being generated from natural resources. I do think it is. Remember, what's that movie? It's like the Lorax, dude. I like the fit, dude. They want it all for them. So I say these days are that our owners want 1930, but we gotta give them 1780. No, but I think that, but Drew, I think that you're close on the thing, but I think it's inverted. I think they want to have 1789 France to invoke 1933 Germany, dude. I think it's the opposite. I think they're trying to get it going. And I told you that, and I've been making this case now since Ferguson, that they can't get the civil war / violent revolution to happen because everybody's over medicated. Like everybody's on all these SSRIs and all this pot, and everybody's too slow and fat and stupid to actually do what needs to be done. Because I will tell you, and this is the thing that I talked about recently, dude. In order to have a good violent uprising, you need lean people with a lot of motivation, dude. It doesn't have to be smart motivation. It just has to be like motivation, like fired up synapses, just like, like that, like all genocides are perpetrated by have people with motivated synapses that are like fired up to do whatever they're doing. But you have like a population in North America of people that are just spun out on SSRIs, high fructose corn syrup, and pot weed, and shitty beer, and they're just like lethargic and lame, and the system is like, dude, we need you guys to go out on the street and club each other over the head so we can implement our ordered Fourth Reich. And they just can't seem to like figure it out. They're like, why won't the monkeys go hit each other over the head with their jawbones, dude? Like, why can't we get the opening scene of Space Odyssey in effect? And because it's just like the Ben Shapiro effect. They're so busy making money that they're like, wait a minute, like I would have to give up like 5 cents to pull this off. Like, you mean we would have to like stop selling them pharmaceuticals for like a decade? If we really wanted the monkeys to go crazy and smash each other's brains in, we need to get them off all of the SSRIs for like a decade and like get them healthy. They're like, well, I don't know about that. There's no profit in getting these people healthy, dude. I really do think that's the quandary they're in, dude. Is they really want us all to like rip each other from limb to limb, but people are too fat and lazy, dude. They're just like, I was down the other day, dude, just doing something down in the city, and it was just lots and lots of overweight people, just too dumbed down to even fathom building a guillotine. Dude, no concept of like, oh, you mean rebellion? Why would I rebel? Dude, I have a coupon for Panda Express, dude. Why would I rebel, dude? We need you to rebel, dude. There's too many of you. We need you guys. But Panda Express, dude. And they're like, and that's the thing. Like, I think get the birth control hormones out of the waters. I don't think there's a birth control issue, dude. I think it's porn. It's not there's not the birth control in the water. It's the porn, dude. People don't need to procreate anymore, dude. They just we need to sacrifice our consumerism for nature and each other. I don't necessarily. I think we're at this weird space. I hope everybody commented on that BLM thing the other day. I think tonight's the last night to comment on the rescinding of the natural thing, dude. But whatever, dude. No, I don't think what do you think of that Halloween means? Why do you think Halloween means candy? It sickens the pop of winter. Big candies. I didn't even really think about it, that champ, on that level. Yeah, get everybody's lower their immune system with big quantities of candy right at the seasonal transition. That's an interesting thing. I didn't even think. I'm so busy with Halloween being a demonic night that I didn't think about like the actual lowering of the immune system through high volumes of sugar. That's an astute view of it, dude. I'm gonna give you that, like the attaboy, dude. Yeah. Big candy and big pharma colluding together, dude. That's the big candy and big pharma collusion, dude. I don't know, dude. I just know that there's this like major level of weird incompetence right now that's pretty. We need to get back to caring more about nature and each other, but it's tough with how we're brainwashed. Yeah, Drew, I don't think we've ever really in the West truly cared about nature. I think I think that's an idealistic concept that's been put forth by the elite who know better. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that the Western mentality is truly cared. Like, yes, I see that our stewardship of our wild lands is about to fall through. I mean, if anyone doesn't see how vulnerable our wild lands and wilderness areas are to the whims of Congress, dude, should be slightly like horrified. I think that it's unfortunate, but part of the consumerism has been a restructuring of manifest destiny, dude. I don't believe that the people that built the transcontinental railroad did it to embrace nature and their fellow humans. I believe they did it to totally exploit nature and abuse their fellow humans. And I think manifest destiny that's been the what it's always been about, dude. And the Monroe Doctrine and all of these things have always been about exploitation at the expense of nature and people. So I think that it's an abstract idea for most people to even wrap their head around, that like that's why they've killed all the indigenous people around the planet. You know what I mean? Like, let's be clear. The people that were totally in sync with like the land and the wildlife and the sky clock, they went and killed all those dudes, bro. Like, they put policy on paper that was like, hey, those guys are out. We don't need them around anymore. We need to build golf courses in really fragile desert ecosystems and pump water from other fragile desert ecosystems so that we can water the over chemicalized golfing green so it leaches into the water table, dude. I mean, it's madness, dude. I mean, don't for a second let me think that and the environmental groups all sold out to wokeism. I look, if you want to talk to like the genius of the machine, they convinced all the environmentally minded people that were trustees of the land to go woke. So they sold out the environment for pedos and trannies, dude. And unfortunately, like I think our wildlife, our ecosystems and our natural resources that we depend upon to have healthy lives are in great danger right now. But I don't even want to get into that. That'll get me super depressed and bum me out completely, dude. Like, I don't even want to think about it, dude. Oh, dude. Yeah, it's people are stupid. Can we stick it with that? People are stupid, dude. They way rather have a Big Mac than a big open meadow full of wildflowers, dude. It's like listening to that Talking Head songs, dude. You know, which is the one, dude, where there was a Straw Hat Pizza, but now there's a Wild Oasis, dude. What is that? I got it in here, dude. What is the point is it's a comedy show, dude. Like, again, is that's why I have to come in here and remind myself that it's a freaking joke, dude. No, not Peaches, dude. There's a couple good. It's funny. It's like any song that's named Peaches is usually a good song. I have like a couple that Presidents of the United States. What a great band, dude. No, I'm thinking of this song, dude. Wait, hold on, dude. Nothing But Flowers, dude. Listen to the Talking Heads. Nothing But Flowers, dude. Where there's a shopping mall, now there's a green oasis. It's all about like tearing the stuff all down and putting nature back in its place. The inverse of what's going on. But dude, it's yellow bulldozers are not a friendly piece of equipment, dude. for for your for your for your small Middle Eastern enclave on the Mediterranean or your naturally occurring ecosystem. The yellow D9 Caterpillar bulldozer is coming for it, dude. Uh, yeah, dude. But that's the thing. That's the thing. Let's talk about the aliens, dude. Let's not talk about the thrashing of our wildlands and all the super important wildlife that lives there, dude. We Do you fish in a toxic pond expect their fellow fish to procreate? Do you fish in a toxic pond expect their fellow fish to procreate? I do believe that wildlife succumbs all of that stuff, dude. I can't get used to this lifestyle. Yeah, totally, dude. Nothing but flowers to I can't get used to this lifestyle. Yeah, no, it's yeah. Yeah, there you go. It's that's the conundrum, dude. That's where you go into the thing of this the fragile nature of what we're doing as a society, man. Like it's in definitely. I was watching something the other day, and they were like, there was these two surfers, and they're like, yeah, right there used to be like a pumping wave, but they put a natural gas plant on it. Like that's your human mind is run by the corporations. Like take your firing surf spot that could be 1,000 things and just put a natural gas plant on it, dude. Being in California, I didn't know about the government shutdown until you mentioned it, dude. Like, what, dude? Dude, like that. Talk about that hustle, dude. Who, like, again, is the scam of scams, dude. I don't know. The government shutdown. You'll know you'll really know when our health insurance premiums go through the roof in January, dude. That might get people rioting in the streets, dude. That might get some guillotines made. I don't know, dude. But yeah, no one cares about the government shutdown, dude. I live in Michigan, and Gretchen Whitmer is touted as being an advocate for water conservation. Meanwhile, she's making deals with OpenAI to put up a bunch of data centers in the state. Well, that's the thing. I remember fighting that up in Portland when I lived up there. They wanted to take the Bull Run watershed and use it for semiconductor plants. I mean, this is an ongoing thing, dude. This is the dude, $2,000 tariff checks. Yeah, that's probably not going to happen. You can pretty much at this point anything that Donald John Trump says is going to happen isn't going to happen, dude. I don't think anything's happened. Like what has that dude done so far? I'm still confused. Has he done anything? He hasn't really deported anyone. He got a couple, dude. I saw this video the other day of these dudes, like these concrete finishers, dude. They were like busy finishing a driveway, and ICE came in and raided them. And these dudes were like dude, trying to like just let them. They were more concerned about finishing their job and doing it right. Like you could tell they were like, dude, like we can't leave it like this. Like, do people get that the reason that half these jobs went away to the our brothers and sisters from the South is because Americans were too busy snorting cocaine and ripping bong hits and being late? like it's just, you really can't compete with people that are willing to show up on time, not loaded. I mean, call me crazy and all, dude. Trust me, having been in the field of construction on both sides of the drug addiction aspect of it all. And I remember, dude, when I was sober, trying to hire locals, dude, they wouldn't show up on time. But you know who always shows up on time? I don't know, man. I think the blame game. Look no further than the mirror, dude. Look no further. I the whole construction thing, like, and I think the irony of it is on like the immigration thing, right? You know that most of the people that are hiring the illegals are probably Republicans, dude, at the end of the day. I mean, you got all your liberal elites that have all their house staff and their gardeners and all that stuff. But on the corporate end of it all, those are all Republicans, dude. They're all in on it together. I disagree with you more and more as time goes on, but I also know I need to maintain a wide spectrum opinion to help gain a well-rounded feel for everything. All right, Flato, dude. I appreciate that, dude. You're not supposed to agree with me, dude. That's the point. You actually get it, dude. Because we're not supposed to agree. We're always supposed to maintain a wide spectrum of opinion, help me gain a well-rounded feel for everything. But what is it? I'm just curious. What is it we're not agreeing with today, dude? Yeah, same stuff for decades, Cougar. Flat earther. Flat earther, dude. Yeah, well, Trump is that, dude. Yeah, very just 2016, dude. What you I'm more I'm fired up. I like disagreement, dude. That's a solid way to do it, dude. No, I can't on the thing with the thing. I haven't. I just um flat earth. Yeah, dude. It's a very it's getting big, dude. Is it getting big? Is it the new trend? Is it the new trend? I remember the first time I did business with some flatties, dude. I remember that was super like, all right. I like the whole thing because it makes me go observe my world. It's sort of like the Flatto dude. I like things that make me go check out my environment and see what is going on out there, dude. I disagree with you more and more. That I'm curious. Is like I want to know what the Flatto dude's got, dude. I'm like excited, dude. I'm waiting, dude. As a dude who's consistent about certain things, like I will tell you, like I've been consistent my entire adult life about being anti-war. My whole life I've been pro preserving our ecosystems, dude. I've changed a lot about certain social things. I'm definitely not as the Israel stuff mostly. You mean the Zionist state of Israel? Like, oh, like let's go. What are we the Israel stuff, dude? Oh, all right. Yeah. Thank you, Flat Earth. The Israel stuff mostly. I don't know what I don't know what I've really like. I don't really know where like and I don't really go too far off the reservation on the Israel stuff, dude. That it's a stated fact that who the Zionists are. That's basic research. it's pretty obvious what they're doing right now. That is pretty, and the gloves have come off with the infiltration of the American political system finally, dude. I'm curious what mostly the Israel stuff mostly. I'm just curious as to what, like on that thing, like, because I don't buy a certain amount of stuff, but I do keep, like, look, you're not gonna get me to deny that we just had an Al Qaeda guy in the White House who is the president of Syria directly as a result of interventionism by Israel and the United States, dude. Where Israel begins and the United States ends, I don't quite know, man. See, I don't need to get into I don't even need to, I don't think personally, like, my trip with Israel it's got nothing to do with Judaism, dude. On that level, dude. So we don't have to talk about Christianity, Judaism, or Islam. I don't as the Zionist state, I do not believe has anything to do with the Abrahamic religions on any level. I think the Zionist state is a completely fabricated overlay, dude. And it's taking advantage of the scripture and the Jewish population that has been whipped into a frenzy, man. The Israel stuff mostly. I'm just curious. Because the Israel stuff with me generally is the Zionist state of Israel, dude. Like, I don't have a big now you can get all into the synagogue of Satan and all that stuff, dude. I don't have a big, I don't really get in there on the whole weird. I could care less about the U.S. Embassy in Jerusalem. I don't dig anything that's going on in the West Bank, though. That's super sus. I don't think that olive trees should be cut down. on just a practical level, but hey, man, call me crazy, dude. Come on, dude. Flato, dude, you gotta throw me a bone here, dude. I'm fully interested. I got another 15 on this, dude. That my normal society. Nah, this is one of my heirlooms, dude. I don't know whatever happened to that, dude. Probably got a cease and desist. Because I definitely think that the whole thing gets misconstrued on a little bit. Because I'm definitely not a hater. I'm just not. I just can't stand war and genocide, dude. But I live in North America, dude. Where, like, history, it takes up to 8 years for an olive tree to make an olive, dude. Does it really take that long, dude? That's crazy, dude. I mean, you're over Iowa, trippy, dude. Humboldt guano band, dude. You're over Iowa. That's epic, dude. I've driven through Iowa a couple times, dude. See, like, okay, wait here. Good answers. Respect that you separate Zionists from religion, but they are connected. No, okay, all right, Flato, dude. So we're in the thing is it. I don't think this is my take on it like that. I think it's like the separation of the corporation of the United States of America versus the republic. What American citizens tend to view themselves as they are participating in the democratic republic that is that is set forth by the Constitution of the United States as laid out by our founding fathers, right? But we've been taken over by the corporation known as the United States of America Inc., dude, that runs the show. So we technically don't live in the America of our history books on any level. We live in the corporation. For me, I think that that's the overlay right there. I think that when you get into Zionism and the whole thing is, when you go research them, they really are just pirating the Jewish population for their own agenda, dude. And they have warped everybody's perspective because they have the word, right? They're waving around the Old Testament going, look, dude, and us as Christians are like, well, it's the word of God, so it's a little bit of a like a mind thing. And then you throw in the thing of like anti-Semitism, where like most people aren't willing to split the hairs on this thing because they're so afraid of being called an anti-Semite. And I go, that's the thing. So I think when you pull the fabric back on it and you stand and it's like a dude, like we had, as a Christian, right? Part of the thing that has to be accepted is all the bad things that have been done by the people claiming to be Christians, dude. Like, were the dudes running around with the missions on the west coast of North America in the 1500s Christians that I can relate to on any level? No. Not in the slightest, dude. I mean, was Cortez the killer a Christian? I've got a question. So I don't think it's any different than that. I don't think that the Zionists are any different than the crazy Christians that were rolling out from Europe in the 1500s and stuff and just slaughtering the Incas, dude. Yeah, it's all intertwined, but I think in modern times we have the ability to go, hey, look, dude, these dudes are committing a genocide. It behooves you to maybe draw a line in the sand. And that's where that stuff comes. Like, so if the thing is, it gets super like wrapped up into things. And I think on a personal level, like nobody's innocent, dude. Nobody's innocent at all. But Flado, dude, I've always separated Zionism. I've never sat here and talked about Judaism. I've always separated the Zionist state of Israel from my brothers and sisters that are Jewish. Like, there's no, and anyone like, and if you don't want to separate yourself from that, then you get to wear the mantle of a genocidal political construct that is masquerading as some sort of regrouping of the dysphoria, dude. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I think you have to. I can't. Dude. Listen, man. This is where I go flat out, dude. I have huge issues with the warring ideologies of present day United States of America, which is a Judeo-Christian based nation, right? I will sit here and say all day long that like us going and bombing villages is wrong. Vietnam was a waste of time. Wrong, dude. It was Iraq, fail. You know what I mean? So if people that have have a religious bend can't separate themselves from a political state. That's their problem, man. And if there can't be a separation and people's own personal state, because I don't see what 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 actually calling out a genocide has to do with whether I don't, it doesn't have anything to do with my love for my Jewish brothers and sisters, dude. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't really know the Zionist madman right now and the mad women. I mean, that gal in the Knesset, dude. So okay, so that gal in the Knesset yesterday, dude, she went to town on on BB. Like I do see that there are people that are like, listen, man, like half the people that are have made the campaign to call out the Zionist state are Jewish themselves. I mean, like, if you look across it, most of the big people that have stood at the front lines of saying that this is wrong are Jewish. And I stand with them, dude. I stand with anyone who's opposed to murdering of women and children, dude, for the name of political aims that involve taking land and redistributing land. And again, I live in a country which has a history of it, dude. So I can speak. Yeah, Max Blumenthal, Dave Smith. The list goes on and on, man. Glenn Greenwald, dude. Aaron Mate, dude. I mean, you got Norm. The list goes on and on, man. And so I don't think that this has anything to do with religion. I think this has to do with humanity, dude, and doing unto others as you would have them do unto you, dude. Like, I don't like I don't really think that I think hate is an archaic concept. I think war is an archaic concept. I think that 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 it's 2025, and the fact that we're still using tanks and missiles and bullets to solve our problems is an utter failure on every single person who claims to have any relationship with God. I think we're all on the hook for this, dude. I don't think anyone here is getting off the hook, except for the little children, dude, who don't have any like adult say in any of this, dude. But I think anyone who, like, the fact that that most of the world believes in some sort of concept of God has not stopped this is a failure of all of us, dude. Like, I don't, so I don't put like, on one level, I don't put this on the back of the Zionists. Like, you like, just on that flat out, dude, is I I don't hold the Zionists responsible for their actions at a certain point. I hold the rest of Christendom responsible for what's going on. I hold the world responsible for what's going on in Palestine. The Zionists are just getting away with it, dude. It's pretty, like, clear. I mean, I don't know what else you would call that, but okay, if it's not a genocide, it's wholesale murder. Can we agree it's wholesale murder? War is everywhere. Yeah, but it doesn't need to be, dude. I again, is I think it's a like I said, I do think that on a certain level is we hold the bag on this thing, dude. I don't know if I don't think we're arguing. I think we're just trying to find common ground. Cause like what like on that thing, Fada, dude, like as you put it super respectfully in the chat and the whole thing, we're not arguing. We're trying to find like what it is. Cause like I don't know what else would you call it if it's not a genocide, what is it? It's definitely not a military action. And even if it's that, it's super questionable, dude. So yeah, I don't know what because all the definite and I'll Sagar and Jetty makes a great case that genocide is an artificially constructed word to scapegoat what's going on, and we don't need to look any further than wholesale murder. Like I can remove the genocidal. It's a really bad situation. Okay. But it's a really bad situation but what does that mean? Like are we acknowledging that that there's wholesale murder going on of women and children like on industrial levels? Because I think that's like the thing. If if that's undeniable. Like you can not call it a genocide, but you can definitely like the numbers are in. There is a wholesale murdering of women and children, and I don't know if that's I don't know if that needs to be debated. You get what I'm saying? Like that's the numbers. It's not going the like there's wholesale slavery in abroad too. Well, again, at the hands of the United States and Libya, dude. I mean, that's the thing. I was talking to someone about that the other day, dude. Like that, slavery still exists, man. It's still happening, dude. I mean, go look at go look at those crazy mines in Niger and stuff, dude. Welcome to the human experience. Try to figure it out as you go. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I mean, it's a thing. I think that like when listen, as a person. Listen, I like this is the thing I go to with what I've always been super clear here, dude. What like I am a genocidal maniac, dude. Like I in no uncertain terms would line everybody up to save the old growth forests of this planet, dude. That's just me, dude. Like I have no problem saying that, dude. I think that that's the problem with the humans is we're denying that we contain it. It's not outside of I don't think we do all want peace. That's what I would say flat out, dude. I think that you and I probably want peace. That's why we're having a dialogue on it. But I would say that there are certain entities that have publicly stated in no uncertain terms that are the leaders of the Zionist state of Israel that have publicly made their case that they aren't turning off the killing button. And I think that like that we need to look no further than ourselves, right? What would you do? Who like again, as everybody sits on the sidelines with this thing and is afraid to admit it, like everybody's got something that they're willing to put everybody up against the wall for, dude. And I think that once you come to pieces, that's why like the forgiveness that you've been offered, you must reciprocate to the world. Is no like the people that are like I've always said in this thing, I am the dude sitting in the rubble. I am the dude in the fighter jet dropping the bombs. I am the leader in the office that is signing off the fight dude in the bomb. I'm also the dude down in the tunnel. I am all of the characters in that story over there. Like I can inhabit all of those identities. I can be the dude in the tunnels, dude. No problem about it. I can be the dude in the fighter plane. No problem about it. I don't really know if I could be the dude in the tank though, dude. That's where I'm like, that's a little like a little dirty for me. But what I'm getting at is I could be the dude in the blue tie sitting in the office going, those people, they're gone. Because that's exactly how I feel about the people running the oil corporations. That's exactly how I feel about the people running big pharmaceutical. That's exactly how I feel about the people running Monsanto. That's exactly how I feel about most people in the White House, dude. That's exactly how I feel about all sorts of different groups of people. If you gave me the power, dude, they're all going in wood chippers, man. And no uncertain terms, dude. I had like so when we sit and we talk about these things that are going on, I don't take it from a detached perspective. I take it from the perspective that I could conjure up any justification in my own mind for whatever it is and be that dude or woman, whatever it is, that has come up with some sort of reason where I get to wholesale murder people, dude. And I'm not down with it because I don't want that for myself. I don't I don't want to be that human being. I want to be the human being that was given forgiveness because I am that human being. You get what I'm saying? It's like these problems that are going on in Palestine are going on right inside of us, dude. These problems that are going on in wherever spaceship Earth are look no further than the person in the mirror, dude. Look no further than the person in the mirror, and that's where I come from. My perspective about it all is I'm not picking sides. I am all sides, dude. I got no problem admitting it, man. Like I've said many times before, dude, I would push all 8 billion of you off the cliff for perfect surf. I'm not joking, dude. Uh, um, no, Jeff, T-My knows. You know. So no, so Flato, dude, I appreciate like the thing because like I think on one level we may be seeing it from two different perspectives, but I do think at the core of what it is we're trying to figure out how to be human beings. I just don't know how to do it without calling us all out. We're all in on it, dude. So I don't think need. I don't find any need to like remove it from the thing. Like I have no issue talking about the government that I am part of and its history of genociding the original people that used to live in North America. So you know what I mean, Flato? Yeah, thank you. No, because Flato, I'm glad that we got to this thing because I do think that like disagreeing is how we gain knowledge and how we get to a place of solution. I don't think that when we disagree with Venom, we get anywhere. Because I'm willing to change my perspective. That's why I was trying to find the where can we agree? Where can we find the agreement line on? And then we can go from there. Because like I'm just like my core of my being is like I don't believe in I believe's the wrong thing. I don't want war, man. I am over that concept. But I am also a human being that recognizes that like I am the gnarliest of the gnarly in my soul. And I would in no uncertain terms, without my transformation as a saved soul, be as lethal as and go along to get along as anyone. And I see the dangers in our society right now. I truly see them maneuvering us into some sort of crazy cult society, dude. I do. The solution is no solution. I think there's a solution. I think the solution's within each and every one of us. Is we have the ability to transform ourselves, man. And when we do, like it is the solution is no solution. Yeah, I do think that it's it's the mind. Like I've said here many times, is all political ideologies end in the final solution. So I that's where I would like on the flat out, dude. I don't hold the Zionist as in like a special pony class. Like, oh, look at those dudes go. Those dudes are just the group that's hot and heavy for it now, dude. You could look at it. It was the Tutsis, right? It was the Tutsis a while ago. It was Milosevic, and who was like, oh, those dudes are out over there. It was Pol Pot over there. It was Pinochet down there. It was, you know, and I'm not romanticizing it either. Like listen, like the original people had their own, like, you guys are all done, dude. The like when like that's like that thing is like if you study the Sioux Indians, the Sioux, I hate to use the word Indian. If you study the Sioux start in Minnesota essentially and literally stab their way westward till they bump up to the Rocky Mountains and meet the Blackfeet or the Arapaho or whoever they were. They meet another gnarly group of people. They're like, no, dude, we're in the high ground, dude. So it's that thing of this isn't special pony. That's why I think that you have to remove the specialization of one group of people and be like, no, dude, like, I mean, look what happened to Liberia, right? I mean, look at what happened to Liberia. I mean, Liberia was founded as a free state based on the concept of slaves returning to Africa and setting up a free society. And look what that devolved into, dude. So, and those were all people that were in on it together. Look, I mean, look at the madness that goes on in Haiti. Look at the fact that the Dominican Republic and the Haiti share the island of Hispaniola, dude. And you get what I'm saying and there's just some arbitrary line, dude, through the island, and one side is total failure and the other side isn't, dude. And you could say that wherever the French go, dude, so does utter failure, dude, on the political system. I don't really know, dude. I guess I can't look any further than myself, man, and go, I am that dude. I'm a reformed genocidal maniac who has found salvation through Jesus Christ. Flato, dude, thanks for kicking that one off, dude. All right, I'm gonna get going here. I went long, dude. I gotta go check in with the fam and the whole thing. And thanks for hanging out, man. This was a good one, dude. Yeah, I know we're trying, Massey, and yeah, yeah, yeah. No, but I appreciate all of you, dude, and I appreciate a good dialogue, man. And on the thing, the way and Flatto, dude, that's how we do it, like in that thing, dude. Is because it's super hard to come from these perspectives and meet and have a calm discussion, dude. Good night, Mr. Flatto, dude. I appreciate you. Thank you. Good night, everyone. To the next episode. Oh, tomorrow night, Sober Wednesday.